Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us vs. Her. Thanks for watching this video. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. If this video is of value to you, hit that like button. Really helps me out a lot. If you're not part of our free options trading group, hit the link below, join the group. But today I'm going to be doing a video on the risks of trading global stocks on Robinhood. And as you can see here, Robinhood back in a couple weeks ago, they added global stocks on Robinhood. You're able to invest in 250 companies like Tencent, Nintendo, Adidas. All this sounds great. You know, they really hype it up. Then you get into here, they added 200 companies. They're rolling out the ADRs, and a lot of new traders, they don't know what ADRs are, and you know they understand who Nintendo is and Adidas and everything like that. Well, I just wanted to point out to you, you know, there's nothing wrong with investing in these companies, but I wanted to just point out some things when making a trade or when you're thinking about buying or selling some of these ADRs. If you don't know what an ADR here is, it's actually a product by the U.S. banks, and you can see here. One of the most important lines here. ADRs allow U.S. banks to purchase a bulk lot of shares from a foreign company, bundle the shares into groups, and reissue them on the stock markets. So that's very important to understand what the ADR is. So you're actually getting something from the bank. You're not actually, like when you buy a share of Google or Facebook or something on an American company on the American exchanges, you're getting a share of that company that you can hold. When you buy an ADR, you're buying a product from the bank that that they put together after they've bought the shares. There still gives dividends and all that, but and Robinhood is kind of interesting here. The way they phrased it here, it says ADRs make it easier for American investors to buy shares of foreign companies not listed in the U.S. exchange. So that sounds good. Owning an ADR is like owning a share of the company, except the shares of the ADR dominated in American dollars or denominated in American dollars instead of the currency. So, very interesting language they use here in this line here. Owning an ADR is like owning a share of the company. So, you're saying you don't own a share of the company. So, you need to understand that. It's like owning a share of the company. It's not actually owning a share of Nintendo or Adidas or anything like that. You're owning a byproduct of which a U.S. bank created for you, and they're exchanging that on the New York Stock Exchange or U.S. exchanges. So it still pays dividends and all that. That's just fine. But just understand, if you're trading on Robinhood, American exchanges, and you're trading these ADRs, just understand what you're getting. You're not actually getting a share of the company. You're getting an ADR, which the banks provide on after purchasing the stock. So now that you understand that, I kind of want to get into Robinhood here and kind of show you some of the things that I've I understand. So I'm familiar with ADRs. I've looked into them in the past. You can actually buy them. Robinhood. This is nothing new to U.S. exchanges. You can buy these on TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, other platforms, E-Trade. All the big brokers have this. But what I want to get into here is let's look up Nintendo. And we'll look up Nintendo here. And one of the things that I want to point out here is look at on the bottom left here, today's volume. Today's volume is only 248,000. So if you look, you might not think that's a big deal, but it actually is a pretty big deal. So there's not many shares of this being traded. So it's not it's a little bit illiquid, so you might not get the best price. And in times of panic, let's say something terrible happened they had some huge scandal, you're most likely not going to get out at the best price. Like when you're trading something like Facebook or Apple or any of these big companies. Nintendo's a huge company, don't get me wrong, but these ADRs is a different product than the stock. So you're trading these, today's volume on this product, so not the stock, this ADR is 250,000. When stocks like Apple, Facebook, and all that are trading millions, tens of millions, or even more than, 20 million a day sometimes on some of these stocks that we trade on the American exchanges. So I just want to show you that. If you go to buy here, one interesting thing is they don't really show you, like on other exchanges, like let's say I wanted to go buy this, let's say I put a limit price in, they don't show you the bid and the ask, they don't show you how wide the spread is. So I don't actually know, like the current price is 43.62. I don't know where the bid and the ask is, so I don't know where I'm going to get filled. I mean, it's better to put a limit price in. Like I definitely, when you're trading these ADRs, I definitely wouldn't want to hit market because I don't know what you're going to get, because you don't know where the bid and the ask is on this. Yeah, it doesn't say. I thought maybe it would say down here, but it doesn't. I thought I looked over this earlier. You know, so just be mindful. You know, if you're just buying and holding these for long term, you should be okay. But if you're trading these to make money, you know, day trading even, you know, you might have some trouble with the liquidity. I mean, if you're buying these and holding these for 5-10 years, I mean, you're not going to have a problem, you know. But, you know, I just kind of want to point that out there, that for people, new traders, I know Robinhood likes to roll out new features and not really explain it to the end user, and they don't really like to explain it because they want you to use their platform. The one thing I did notice on Tencent, now if you look at Tencent, you look at volume on Tencent, it's at 6 million. This ADR is trading pretty nicely. They still don't give you the bid and ask spread here, but you know, the 6 million, just to show you kind of what's going on here. You know, this one's actually trading, so this one might be a good might be a good fit for you. But there wasn't a good way. They used to have, like on the home screen here, they used to have something that said, "Hey, check out the global stocks," and there was a whole list of global stocks. But there's not that anymore. I found that I tried to type in like global and see if they were tagged or anything like that, and there really wasn't. I did type in ADR and it did pull up a bunch, just so you know. But if you look at like Nestle, you think Nestle, big company, today's volume only 109,000, not so great. If you look at some other companies here, Bluebird, 114,000, not so great. This Opera ADR only 30,000 traded. Some of these other ones, I don't even know who this is, like 12,000. So when you're trading these, you know, you just got to be careful. You know, if you're buying and holding long term, yes, it gives you a nice platform, free commissions. You don't have to pay that. That's nice. Just understand what you're getting, where the risks are for day trading it or trading it on the fly, or if things start to panic, like what could go wrong. Like if you hold this position and volume is really low, you're not going to get there. I guarantee you the bid and the ask spread are not tight. So, and understand that you're not actually buying a stock, you're buying an ADR. So once you understand that, you know, happy trading, good luck. But I just wanted to make a video real quick on the risk of trading some of these global stocks that you may not be aware of. So if this video was of value to you, please hit that like button. I would definitely appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button for me.